Hello, welcome guys to the Leads of Placement Academy. So in this video tutorial, we guys are solving the real problem statement comes in Accenture Drive. The last video that we got prepared, which is what for add every nth element. If you haven't checked that video, what is the logic behind that question, how we got generated with the code and how it is passing with all the test cases, please get back to our YouTube videos and you can check out right there. Okay, similar wise, in this video we guys are going to discuss one more problem statement, that is what repeating digit. This problem statement has been asked by the Accenture in so many slots. This is the most popular question from the Accenture they got a build up, and here today we will understand what is this problem logic exactly so far, how does it is working with the scenarios, and how we are going to write with the code. So as far as the concern, again this problem comes in a problem description right there with some of the assumptions, then sample input outputs along with explanations, and we have to write the code for the same, and again some instructions for the editor they have given. So we are going to follow all these scenarios right there and we are going to prepare that question. So let us try to read one more time. So we have to create a function called as common digits. Okay, check the functions again. So this function says this function will going to accept the three integers. How many integers it is going to accept? 3, a, b and c. Okay, so these three integers are there, all are positive integers as they mention, and we have to implement the function to find and return, which means this function is going to return that value. So we have to find and return that the common digit available in all the three numbers, and if there is no any common digit available, then we have to return 1 right there. But I really not understood why they have mentioned all this especially this statement in the problem, because if you guys can see the assumptions, the first assumption made here is all three numbers are 3-digit numbers. Okay, which means it only works on 3-digit number. They have given the number of digits also, so in every number there must be the 3 numbers, and again the ABC 3 numbers can have at most 1 common digit. So they already mentioned in that numbers we already have 1 common digit, and still they have mentioned here if there is no common digit return 1, which means for these line especially they haven't decided the test cases and then they made the assumption, but we are going to write a code to solve these hidden test cases also. Now let us check this, what is the function description exactly for. We have to implement the function and we have to find and return the common digits available in this 3 number. Now let us get back here, scroll it down and check the input and output. How does it is going to be work? So we have A as 426, we have B as 486, and we have C as 652. So what is the common digit available? So in the output it returns as a 6. Why it is returns as a 6? You guys can see in the A 6 is available, in the B again 6 is available, and in this C the 6 is available. So we are going to return that digit right there. Well, they haven't mentioned in the number there might be 2 digits that commonly occurs, because they mention here in this 3 number at least 1 common digit is available. So we don't want to consider for the 2 digits, we have to consider only for 1, and that digit we have to find out and return it from the function. Well, how does this function is going to return? Let us get back to the body of the function, then we can understand. So this function will have 3 arguments in the form of ABC, and all ABC are positive integers as they mention, which means I have to enter these numbers first from the keyboard, then I have to pass it to the method and we are going to returns with the value. Now let us write the code. So for this I'm going to write a code in Python editor, and here we are, let me put it here, we are going to create the new file. So we are going to create a new file right there. So let us create a new file. So as per the process, okay, instead of creating a new file, I will be trying to change the last one file only. So here is the file that we have created in the last, sum of successive elements. That is what add every nth element right there. So let me remove this all. So as per the problem statement, I have to create a function called as common digits, alright, having the argument of ABC. We will write that code later. First I wanted to write a skeleton, which means to be get inputting the value of ABC, pass it to the function, get returns with the result and print that result. So first I am going to read, okay, as per the inputs, you guys can see, as we know how to read the all values in a one line separated by spaces or all multi-line values. Instead of that, we have to go for multi-lines only. Okay, we know two approaches, either 426 space 486 space 652. This is how the inputting that we can provide using map function. But in the input, you guys can see the multi-line inputs of A, B, C individually are given. So we are going to follow the same. So here I am going to say A equals to, that is the integer value, so integer of input, then B equals to again integer of input, and C equals to integer of input. Alright, we have to pass these values to the common digits function, and from that function we have to return the result. So I am going to say result equals to the common digits and the values of A, B, C, and then we will print that result as an output right there. Alright, done with the skeleton. Now let us come back for the logic. So as far as the logic concerned, I have to take that digit first. Those are available at E, B, C. Now to works on that digit, as you guys can see, all are in integer data type. So if I wanted to get that digits available, then I have to first extract that digit using the while loop, and then I have to compare. Well, again for comparing to the B and C, again I have to get extract with that each and every digits. I have to write one more while loop for comparing. Like let us imagine I got segregated the digit 6. Okay, this is a 4 to 6 from the A. Let me write it here. So this is a value of 4 to 6. So if I extract this 6 using while, so one more while is required for the same. So again to compare that digit available in B and C, another while I have to write, and again to compare that value of 6 to the C variable, one more while statement I have to write. Well, the time complexity when it comes to the problem is order of n cube. Maybe we can able to find out the results, but due to the time complexity, it is not going to pass. Now the most important question, how we can able to evaluate with this? Well, what I'm going to do, instead of writing that while logics many more times, if you not aware what is the while logic to extract with the digit, we will suggest you to get back our Python tutorial and check the while loop. There itself you will get that idea. Okay. Now to be extract, or I don't want this order of n cube as a time complexity, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to convert this 4 to 6 into the string. So I'm going to convert what? 4 to 6, this value into the string, and then this 4 individual, 2 individual and 6 individual, I'm going to access them by the character. And later again the value of B, that is what 486, I will convert to the string, and there itself I will check whether the 4 is there or not. Yeah, 4 is there. So again by that time C I am going to convert into the string, and I will check the 4 is there or not. Well, the 4 is not there, so I will go to the next character. So I am going to check the 2 is there in B or not. No, 2 is not available, so we are not going to check for C. Well, for 6 I am going to check 6 is available as a character of 6 is available to the character of B right there or not? Yes, it is available. So I'm going to check for the C. I will convert them to the string and I will check the 6 is available or not. Yes, it is available. Well, if it is available, I'm going to return from the function. So if you can see the time complexity for thoroughly this code, it must be the order of n, where n is the number of digit and in this case is 3. And this is how we guys can conclude the order of n cube into the order of n. Okay, what we are going to do, we are converting all digits into the string and then there itself by checking them the character values equivalency, we are going to write the code easily. Now the question how? Okay, Suraj sir is always saying the logic, but they are not implementing properly. Let us do that one right there. So I'm going to remove the pass. So the first thing I'm going to do, I will convert that into the string. The variable a, those are there right now in integer. I will convert to the string value. So for this, I'm directly writing a for loop. I'm going to say like data equals to string of a, which means all these 4 to 6 as a complete integer value. Now it is converting 4 as a one character, 2 as a one character, 6 as a one character and combinedly store in a data. Now what next I am going to do? I am going to say for character in that data, which means that number of times the character is occurs there, that number of times the loop has been run. So for the first iteration in the CH it is going to store 4, for the second iteration in the CH it is going to store 2 and for the third iteration in the CH it is going to store 6. That is how simple it is. Just convert them to the string and access each and every single character easily from that loop. Now I am going to check if that CH is available in the string of B. See, again we have converted that B into the string so that it is going to act as a string, and character in a string, if the character is available, it is going to return the true, else it is going to return the false. So if it is there, then what I am going to do, again I am going to check that same CH is available in string of C or not. And if that CH is available there in the B and also in the C of that string, then simply we are going to return that character and that must be the digit. Now let us check this logic whether it will works or not with the time complexity of order of n. So I'm going to save this. So we have the input 426, 486 and 652. Let us work on it. So let us run the code. Yeah, I forget to write the in keyword. Yeah, done. So let us run the code and here we are. So we have first input as 426, second input as 486 and the third input as 652. Now let us hit and enter. Yes, it's working fine. So it is returning with the value of common digits. Those are available in all these three numbers. Well, let us check these sample test cases too, whether there itself it is going to work or not. So we have 579, 394, 955 and the common digit is in this case is 9. Okay, let us work. So again I am going to run the code and here we are. First input is 579, second value of B is 394 and the third value of C is 955. And what must be the common digit? Well, the common digit is 9. Yeah, it's working fine. But as comes to the problem statement, to solve the hidden test cases, you guys can see all they have mentioned, if the no common digit is available, then what we have to return? We have to return the 1, and to return the 1 I have to be make sure about my all uncommon digits. Now let us check how it is going to fail the code, how it is going to fail that respective test cases. So I'm going to run the file here and I'm going to provide a first number as 123 as the value of A. Well, the value of B is 456, which is not commonly available, and the value of C is 789. So you guys can see there is no common digits available in the A, B, C. Well, this program, what is it going to return? It's returning none, which means only 2 sample test cases are passed and 1 test cases is getting failed. Well, to make sure about that, we cannot write the else block. Let us say you guys can think that yeah, we can write the else block so easily. That could be possible. If I'm going to write the else block here and I'm going to say return 1. Now let us save. Okay, now let us work for all the test cases. Okay, the first value, that is what, 426. Then we will have 486. Then we will have what, 652. Let me check, these are the inputs. Yeah. Now let us hit an enter. Here the first test case is being false. We have written the code correctly. By that time the output is there, but what exactly happened? Let us check what exactly happened. So when I'm inputting this value of A as 426, value of B as 486, and the value of C as 652. So we have written the else block at this if, which means if this condition becomes false, then it is going to run. So let us see. So when at a first character, it is going to check the character is available in the B or not. Yeah, it is available. So it is true. So if it is true, it will get outside. So it will get inside, and it is going to check the 4 is there or not. 4 is not available here, so condition becomes false, and it is going to execute the else block, and it returns the 1, and that is how the sample test case is being false. Well, you might thinking the same else block I can able to add instead of this children if, I will add to the parent if. Well, this could be works or not. Let us check. So here I am going to put it here to this else block. Now let me add it the correct indentation. So what we did, guys, you can see, so we are providing the inputs, and to this if we are going to write with the else block. Now let us say I'm going to save the block. Let us run the code with the same input one more time. 426, right, 486, right, and 652. Again it's going to return the 1. Now what exactly happening, sir? Let us check one more time what's exactly happening. So we have these values, 486, again what, first value is 426, 486, and 652. Again we have written this else block to the parent if, which means if this condition becomes false, then it is going to execute, right? So for the first character, it is going to check 4 is there. Yeah, 4 is there. So it is going to get executes at next, and 4 in the C is not there, so it will goes to the next character. Well, it will goes to the 2. So if the 2 is there or not, 2 is not there at the B, and that is why the else block is executes and it returns the 1. Oh my god. Now the question, how we can able to fix with this? Now to fix with that, what I'm going to do, instead of writing the else block, I'm going to create one flag variable, and that flag variable is what, found here. The variable name is found, and I'm going to set it initially to the value of false. Well, if all this condition is being true, which means while returning the value, I'm going to change it to the true. And if it remains the false, which means there are no element occurs. So if that found is equals to false, then I am going to return the 1. Okay, now let us check with all the inputs that we guys have provided. 3 inputs I have to check. First input, found equals to, I forget to write. Alright, so let us save this, let us run. So for the first input, same values 426, alright, 486 and 652. So what is the result? 6. That's absolutely right. Now coming back to the second input, what is the second input there? 579, 394, 955. Let us check for that. So I'm going to run here is what, 579, okay, 394, and we have 955, and what must be the output? 9. It's working fine. Now let us check the uncommon inputs like 1 2 3, then 4 5 6 7 8 9. There is no any common value available, and here it's returning 1. Well, all the test cases are being true. All problem test cases is getting solved for this issue. So if you guys I've loved this video. If you guys are like this video, please give us the thumbs up. That will be a greatest motivation for us to create this kind of free of cost content to you. And do share to the needful people. Those are waiting or learning for certain coding approach. For them, this is really very necessary. Thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for the next video tutorial.